Hey guys, and welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. We're going to be continuing our learning experience for today with the blue deck. I believe it's called Aerial Domination. I haven't had much of a chance to look at this, but I would imagine there's a lot of flying creatures, a few sorceries, some enchant creatures, draw cards. Now my understanding is blue is a lot about controlling your opponent's turn and drawing cards. So let's jump into it and learn what we can about playing as Jace Beleren. Lesson 1, hey? Up against the black deck. We covered the black deck last time, so we should have a fair idea what's in it. Up against Liliana. Alright, our turn. Play an island and there's nothing else we can do. We got no low cost cards, unfortunately. I haven't seen that card before. Opponent controls gets -1/-1. So we don't want to run into too many of those with our 2/1s. Alright, so next turn we want to play, I think we'll play the Warden, because then we can play both of these the turn after, I guess, and draw 2 cards. Now, I don't want to block one of those anyway, because, that'll give us -1/-1, and that would die. But we're going to draw a lot of cards here by the look of it. We could either play that and get another one of these out for free, or for 1 mana next turn. Yeah, we'll put the Warden of the Evosile out. Yes, we'll attack because we don't want to block. We're quite happy for them to attack us on the ground, although he's going to be gaining, or she's going to be gaining a lot of life each turn. So we're going to need to figure out a way to deal with that. So we can play 2 of these. Well, we can play quite a lot of these if we keep drawing them. So do we play the Windstorm Drake here, or do we play another Seer? I think we play another Seer. Yep, we'll attack. We'll just... I know she's going to gain a lot of life here. And she's going to be swinging in for 8 damage a turn. Now that thing is a little bit terrifying. She's not actually attacking with the lifelink vampires though. That I don't understand. So the Senya Vampire can only block one of my creatures, but it's going to become a 5/5 when it does. So we're just going to swing for the fences. Because we're threatening 24 damage here. Oh, okay. She's not going to block. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. Oh, that was quick and easy, I guess. Although I'm not quite sure why she didn't attack with her lifelink creatures. Even if I had blocked, she would have killed off my flyers and still got the life. Guessing probably because it's a tutorial. Alright, so we're getting rid of those and bringing in a flying creature that whenever a creature with flying attacks, draw a card. That's pretty cool. And just a 4/6 can't be blocked. Okay. And we're going to be going up against Vivian Reed, who has a Sentinel Spider in her deck, or at least one. Wonder what lesson we're going to learn about blue here. So turn 1, we can play our Wall of Runes and scry for a card. So do we want the Warden of Evos Isles? I think we do, so we'll leave it on the top. So we draw that next turn. Because we're going to want to play that and then start playing Cloudkin Seers. Unfortunately, there's not a lot we can do about this to add mana to her mana pool, but we can start the Flying Brigade. Let's get the Air Force cracking. Wow, that is a lot of ramp. So she's got 3 lands out, and so she can cast a 6 mana creature next turn. Just quite terrifying. And we're going to start cycling. So we've got an unsummon. We've got 2 unsummons. Alright. So for 1 mana we can bounce a creature. And that's a pretty scary creature that I imagine we want to bounce. Alright. So what do we do? Do we bounce it and swing for 6? I guess she could just play it again next turn. She's only got 2 cards in her hand, but I can't really attack, and it has Vigilance, so it can attack me, but I can't attack it. So I guess we unsummon it, because this accounts for 12 damage. With that not there, with 2 unsummons. Because that's just trample, isn't it? Yeah. So it could kill my wall. Do we want to lose the wall? We want to have mana open next turn, so I think we bounce this now so that we keep our mana open. I can give up the wall to save 4 damage, but I think I'll just block one of them. The 4 damage is not that relevant right now. So let's throw out our Frilled Sea Serpent. Because all I need this turn is for one of these to get through. And this to not be blocked. So we'll activate our ability. So it's unblockable, and we're going to swing for the fences. You can block one of these, there won't be enough. There we go. It's a very logic-based game, Magic, as long as you think it through. As you saw last time, I'm quite capable of making rush decisions that aren't thought through and losing games because of it, but I mean, in these tutorials, they are trying to teach you about that, quite obviously. I imagine there's going to be some very challenging matchups for us as well. So we're getting rid of 2 of our Zephyr Gulls for a 5/5 flying can bounce creature. And a 2/1 that gains +1/+1. Okay. We're up against the white deck now. Alright, Ajani Goldmane, what have you got for us? Alright, we've got no 1-drops. I'm getting the feeling that as blue we don't generally have a lot of 1-drops. But we do have a 2-drop, which is good. So next turn we could summon this, give this +1/+1. So attacking first is not going to be very helpful. I can only play this on my turn. So there's no way to give this +1/+1 and block. So we've got to play it. that's double strike. Does that mean that this will still die if I attack? Only one way to find out. Yes, it does. Okay. Lesson learned. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. However, I can sneakily return it to my hand with my unsummon and play it out again to draw another card. It gives me my Riddlemaster Sphinx, which is still a few turns away from being played. So that's going to swing for 2 damage a turn. Nope, it's going to swing for 6 damage a turn. I guess we want to unsummon that because then that 1-for-1s with the enchantment and slows down his tempo. Alright, swing in for 2. And then next turn we can bounce something else with our Sphinx, get a 5/5 flying on the board. Yeah, have it. Hopefully he buffs it again. There, he did. Excellent. So that is a win for us. The reason I didn't play that unsummon then is because I want to bounce it with the Sphinx and save the unsummon in case I need it. Hang on, what? Ah, I have to click take action. I'm just clicking on it expecting it to happen, but it didn't. It doesn't work that way. Alright, so we've killed 2 Knight's Pledges. So there's another pacifism, which is glad I kept the unsummon then. Because this turn we can... Definitely they're teaching us a lesson about that. Alright, let's unsummon our Riddlemaster Sphinx, kill the pacifism, and then resummon it onto him, bounce it back again, swing in for 2 again. And he doesn't have a buff for it this turn, so we are going to drop an island, play out our Cloudkin Seer. We've drawn a Windstorm Drake. Because we can afford it, let's play that out. Excellent. And swing in for 9. And with 1 card in hand, I'm not sure what he's going to be able to do. I have no interest in blocking that. I'll take 8 damage. Now he can't block. Don't even need to play this. And absolutely smushed him. Alright, getting the hang of this. I mean, we are only playing tutorial levels against the computer at the moment, but... You know, what you got to do to improve, I suppose. We're getting plenty of cash and XP though, that's good. Few packs to open. Alright, so we've got target player draws 7 cards. That costs 7 mana. So now I think this will probably be our hardest matchup actually, is against red, because of the aggression that they're going to show. Alright, we've got 2 Waterkin Shamans and a Glint. I guess we'll just play out our island. Now red is, yep, here they come. Goblins. We have an unsummon. I guess we play out one of our waterkins. Waterkins. No, I don't think we want to sack the 2-1 for a 1-1. So, I mean, play out this shaman here, and I guess we swing with the other one. I'm terrified of direct damage from her, essentially. Oh, there it is. Spellgorger, weird. +1/+1 counter on it. Now I could unsummon that, but I prefer to do that her next turn if we're going to do that. No blocks, because that's just going to summon another 1/1 if we block it, and I'll lose a creature. Alright, so if I play Cloudkin out, now I have the option to unsummon that if it blocks. Or I can let it die and keep out my Waterkin Shaman. I think we trade and end our turn. This is, oh, she's got a second one. Good. Happy days. We could unsummon that one, but I think we'll just let her swing, no blocks. My turn. Excellent. A second unsummon. Alright. So I guess we just swing with the flying creature. And do we unsummon this? Because no doubt she's got direct damage in her hand. Or do we wait and do it on her turn? After she kills one of my creatures or shoots me in the face with something. You know what, I think we do it now. Make her play it again on her turn. Because we do have a second one and we do have a buff that we can play on our turn. So we'll resolve that. She's played that out. It could only be a shock that she could play this turn, I presume. That's going to be let go through. There's the shock. Yep, resolve that. What's the target? It's on him. So if we glint him, that fails. Pass to blockers. Let's do that. Get it down to the 1/1 token and we'll kill the cadet. Because we've used a card this turn, that's why I wanted to block it. And then my turn rolls around. Of course we get another island. What we don't have is a way to deal with this other than unsummon now though. Alright, let's end our turn. We really need something else to play. This is just not gonna cut it, unfortunately. What is she casting? Act of Treason, where she gains control of that creature. It untaps and gains haste. Resolve. I don't know why she didn't take that one. Oh, she's going to take that one as well. Yeah. I don't want that swinging in for 6 damage or 5 damage. You can have the Cloud Conceal for the turn and do 5 damage to me. You know, I have to imagine that she's got direct damage in her hand as well, and I would imagine I don't have any life gain. This isn't the sort of the deck that runs life gain. So we bring her down to 6. What's the play here? Inescapable Blaze deals 6 damage to my face. Okay, means she can't play anything else this turn. So I can swing for 4 next turn. If she attacks, she's dead. Why is she attacking? Well, I might as well glint because she's got no mana left and block that. That was a very strange play. Alright, we got there. In the end. But I think that's got to be our hardest matchup because we are not a fast deck. Armored World Turtles. Losing 3 of them for a 4/3 flying. Whenever you cast it on creature spell, creatures you control get +1/+1. Not bad. Some draw, and the enchant creature does not untap. Alright. So we are up against... this is the game we play against an actual player. We are playing with a basic deck, so win or lose doesn't really matter. Let's just give it our best. We're up against Ochni. And what do we got in our hand? Ooh, nothing great. We got 3 lands and an enchantment. We've got to weigh that up against drawing. He kept his hand. Do we mulligan? Do we mulligan this hand down to 6? That's the question. It's not a good hand. Alright, that's a worse hand, but I can't keep. That's a worse hand, but I can't keep it. Oh, our draw has been terrible. I think we're going to lose this game just on draw alone, unfortunately. We're up against black. Yep. I think we are cooked here, unfortunately. That was a good draw. That's not. That, unfortunately, was... this isn't looking good for us. Typhoid rats, eh? So he's playing just a normal deck, I would think. Look at the art card out on that one. Alright. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? We're still 2 turns away from playing that. And, I mean, we could play Water Knot, but let's get the Sworn Guardian out. Well, that's something that we want to deal with straight away. So he sacked his 5/5 Soul Hunter Rakshasa. Oh, that's a good draw for us. So we don't want to water knot it though. 100%. Do not want to water knot that. We want to make him summon it again. So he can't swing with anything but the... I don't know why he's not swinging with the typhoid rats, because that's a good trade on either of these. He sacked this time, bad deal. Yeah, have it. More than happy for you to have that, buddy. Because every time you do, you've got to give up a card. Swing with the typhoid rats, why wouldn't you? I'm going to let the attack go through. Oh wow, still no land. Oh, we're in trouble here. That's my best play, unfortunately. Even if we draw a land this turn, we can't do anything with it, so... I'm not sure what the point of summoning that is at the moment. Unless you're going to attack. Because yes, that can buff to a 2-2. Ah, there it is. Well, we've had a cruel draw here. Just swing with everything, there's no point not. I'm gonna let it go. My draw is atrocious. If I draw another island, at least we can play something next turn. Come on, Otney. You've got the winning hand, mate. Let's just get going. What have you got that can... Oh, thankfully we've drawn an island. That's what we were waiting for, an island. Has he drawn murder yet? I expect that to come out shortly. Wow. Yep, there it is. Oh, I called that one a mile away. Oh dear. Okay. Actually, with the Warden out, I could play the Sphinx as well, which would be handy. That's a very cautious play. Like, very cautious. And I can bounce the Malakir Cullblade. That should go to my face. Yep. And you should swing with everything. No, I'm not going to block it. You can continue pecking at me for 1 damage a turn. It's absolutely not a problem. Alright, so with 6 mana, I can play this, and I could glint something, but I think we're going to play the Sphinx. We're going to bounce the Malakir. And we're going to swing in for 6. It might be a bit too late now. But this does put him on a 1-turn lethal. Can't believe it's actually the only reason we're in a position to win this game is because he played so cautiously. Rick, realistically, you wanted these Vampire Opportunists to die to bump that Malakir earlier. And if I didn't block them, so either I block them, they die, and the Malakir gets pumped. Because we don't really care about the Malakir getting pumped anymore. The game's over. Yeah, he basically cost himself that game, I think. Definitely played far too safe and gave me enough time to actually draw into outs, because our draw was disgusting in that game. And we even mulliganed and ended up with a worse hand than we started with. So very lucky to win that one. But I'd say we're getting the hang of it now, and I really did enjoy playing that blue deck. So looking forward to next time round. I'm not sure what colour we'll play next, but we've completed blue and we've completed... I don't know why that's not ticked off.
Care to meet my backup?
I've got them all figured out.
But not sure which of the 3. I'll have a think about it, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for joining me once again. If you like the videos, make sure you drop a like on it, and subscribe to the channel to get notifications. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and I'll catch you next time.